Lucky. Nice choice, Joel. That's a beautiful fragrance. Hello, and Nina Ricci for men. 1980. Old school. Nice. Never got my nose on that. I am going to be talking about some other stuff I have in front of me. I went and pulled the trigger on a full bottle of my favorite plum fragrance, thanks to Dutch, and it's a pretty cool bottle. Get it focused up on there. I like the back of it. It's got the plums and everything else that's in this decadent fragrance. And it came with some free fragrance gifts to check out. One in particular, Quantum. Think of something like Mansera Hindu Kush, but better. And the hemp really stands out in this one. It's got pretty decent performance too. It's got some woods. It's got some warmth to it. And it's different. It doesn't really remind me of Hindu Kush by Mansera. Way different. But the hemp in this fragrance stands out. And it's got this nice cashmere blend of suede. And I'm going to be getting a full bottle of this one soon. So I have some other stuff here. I'm going to be diving deep into this amazing fragrance by the Seven Virtues Patchouli Citrus. This is like a different take on citrus and patchouli. And I'm actually quite impressed with this one. And it's kind of dirty, very earthy and mature. And I'm not sure of the oil concentration. I get about 7.5 hours, give or take. But I really like the patchouli here. It's very dirty and earthy. And in the opening, you get like cassis, and it's got some florals and all that fun stuff. And I'm still waiting on a free giveaway to come my way that I won off Instagram. Can you believe that? I think it was out of 100 to maybe 500 some people, and I just happened to get lucky. So I got a couple packages coming in sometime this week. I think one of them is Cologne Mason Asnar Thriller 3, and the other one is another Aromatics fragrance. My other Mansera came in not too long ago, Cosmic Pepper, that I won off TLTG Reviews membership live stream. That one is so underrated by Mansera, and it's quite similar to Chanel Allure Home Sport, but better performance, in my opinion. So I'm happy to have that. And I will be doing a live unboxing because I have another Mansera fragrance that I got in not too long ago. And I'm going to talk about some of these other samples I got here. 5 milliliter custom decants from Essential Harmony. One is like a tropical getaway in a fragrance. And what is this? Riffs, Freeze, and Tarathi Blue. The moment I got out of the car, got a compliment from this one. Nice. Good for you. And then there's another one I'm going to talk about called Insatiable. And that one lives up to its name. And I'm going to finish this Discovery set from the Clean team. And I got a little surprise for you guys. I got a couple samples from Subversive Fragrances with a collaboration with one of my favorite rock bands of all times. and the fragrances are out, so I pulled the trigger and I bought some samples to check them out and see what they're about. You like the citrus and these vintage Nina Ricci. Cool. I'm happy for you. What's up, Dutch? Welcome to my live stream. Ooh, honey tobacco. Nice. You're going to have to fill me in later about that one. The next two bottles I will pull the trigger on from Essential Harmony is going to be Figaro and Quantum. That's for sure. And hey, what's up, Sentimental Value? Thank you for tuning in. And I might as well just make my announcement. I started a new fragrance series that will be starting next week, Sunday. I have a special guest. Dutch will be on my channel. And feel free to tap in and check it out, where you get to take your top pick against my top pick and have a nice fragrance battle. And that's going to be fun because, you know, there's going to be a lot of upsets. And, you know, think of March Madness this year and how all these teams been playing. My bracket kind of looks like a mess, but I have a lot of winning picks. And plus, I think I only have a few losing teams, but I'm still in the lead. And the payout is looking nice. So with that being said, let's get right into it. I'm going to start with Quantum by Essential Harmony. And I got my nose on this, the other day, and it was pretty good. And I'm going to just use this tester strip. See, a couple sprays. Immediately, you really pick up a photorealistic hemp. And I'm 420 friendly, so this is up my alley. And this is really good. In the opening, I get hemp, and it's got a beautiful cannabis note here. This is phenomenal. It's warm. I think it's wearable for summer, and I would definitely rock this in summer. This is pretty good. So this one I find to be full bottle worthy, and I can't wait to pull the trigger on this one soon. In a couple of days, this is coming home with me. So thanks to Dutch, he turned me on to Quantum. This is really good. This is phenomenal. And another one here, it's called Mango Limeade. So it's got citrus, it's got, I think, a red raspberry, a ripened mango, and it gets creamy in the dry down with tonka bean. And I think it has a clean, sweet musk in the base, if I'm not mistaken. I gotta say, for a tropical fragrance, spring, summer, this is the way to go. I really, really like this one. I like how it opens up. And the mango here, it's just like bright, fresh, like you just went to your grocery store and bought a fresh mango, peeled it and ate it. That's the kind of mango I'm getting here. This is really, really nice. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, it's red raspberry, lime. I think there's like some bergamot, citrus, maybe a tangerine or an orange. I know there's red raspberry. You got, I think, tonka bean and this like sweet musk accord. The musk is quite different here. And I highly recommend checking this out by Essential Harmony. She does amazing stuff. If you're in the tropical fragrance, this is definitely one to have in your collection. It's pretty good. And let's talk about this other one here. That's what I've been checking out lately. And I think this is one of the newer ones. And yeah, she has a lot of DNAs, like tons on her website. Whether it's blue, fresh, tropical, woodsy, smoky, mature kind of stuff, she has everything. And here's the other one. We got Insatiable. And I'm going to have to agree with Dutch on this. This is fire. And what I mean by fire for a fragrance, it's gas. On my skin, this one performs really, really well. I'm not even going to use the tester strip. This is going straight on skin. Couple of sprays. It's really warm. It's got this beautiful like suede going on. It's kind of like almost ambery. And it just sits there. Something about this one, it really screams off my skin for some reason. This one really performs the best for me. Besides Plum Noir, that one performs so good. And I pick up this like soft, like leather. I think there's leather in this. Is there leather? I think I pick up like a leather and maybe like a cashmere and suede blend. I like that one, and it's quite intoxicating. There's a lot going on with this one. I'm gonna let it settle down, but I like the opening. Do I like the NFL? Not so much compared to college football, but only football team I like is Pittsburgh Steelers. Later, Joe. Thank you for stopping by. But this is pretty good. And what I'm getting here, this one kind of feels dress up, dress down, casual. The vibe, kind of like you want to go somewhere with your girl or hang out with the fellas, catching a concert, catching a game. That's the kind of vibe I get with this one. It's pretty good. And we're going to jump in to, let's see here, Clean Team. Yeah, Browns suck. And I hope I don't offend anybody, but I've never been a Browns fan, ever. Never liked them. They just suck. They're garbage. That's why they're called the Cleveland Clowns for a reason. But don't even get me started on the Browns because, you know, because they got that quarterback. Yeah. I hate the Browns. I have no love, loyalty, or respect for that shit-ass team. And there's more reason to that because what's his name? That one quarterback that got so much money, he's a pedophile in my eyes, so I'm not going to support a team that likes sex offenders. So, Bafangu. Not to get off topic, let's kick it back to fragrance talk. I get heated when it comes to that kind of stuff. But Clean Team, Get Right Fragrance, I see why they live up to that name. And it's definitely about getting right. Let's see what Signature by the Clean Team has to offer. See here. Let's go on this arm. Couple sprays. Okay. This is good. A little different when it comes to a signature scent. Definitely has that year-round touch. Kind of clean with some florals. Feels polished. I'm getting bergamot, grapefruit. Really ripened, like sharp lemon and some other citrus. Maybe a lime, like a lime peel. It's really zesty. But something else is kind of like tucked in the background that's kind of lurking around here. I'm getting like jasmine, rose. It's got an aromatic lavender. This is really, really nice. This is pretty good. Oh, man, I am liking this one. So this one is called Signature by the Clean Team, Get Right Fragrances. I like this one. This is another great fragrance. I think sooner or later, this one's going to end up in my collection. This is something you could wear year round. It's very reachable. Definitely masculine. This is pretty good. Get like violet. It's kind of musky. A little bit of sandalwood. Nothing creamy. What I like about here, the sandalwood is woodsy. And you got this like clean musk. This is pretty damn good. I like that one. I'm gonna let that dry down. See how it really opens up and performs. But so far, I'm liking this one. This makes a really nice year-round fragrance, easy to reach for, very situational. I find this one to be office friendly. And I think anybody, any age can wear this, whether you're 18 and up. This is pretty good. And it's, it doesn't really have that, like, doesn't feel feminine with these florals here, although fragrance nowadays is genderless. But you know what I mean. This one is definitely masculine. I like this. I'm curious to see how long this performs. But the opening here, it's very approachable, inviting, and it's pleasant. This one kind of feels like a conversation fragrance, a conversation starter. This is pretty good. So let's see what the purple label is about from the Clean Team. And I'm certain this one, I'm guessing, is going to be creamy, kind of tropical, somewhere around there. So let's spray here. A couple of sprays. Oh, okay. This is way different. There's a lot going on with this one. Wow. Talk about a juicy pineapple, bergamot, some citrus. You got a black currant. Ooh, this is damn good. And it's got this like blackberry in the opening. This is phenomenal. This is so good. Really good. Man, I got to give my boy Soulful Sensei for talking me into checking out this fragrance brand because they're pretty good. This is really good. And if you like coconut, you should definitely check out the purple label by the Clean Team, Get Right Fragrance. This is like totally different. This is like spring, summer, tropical getaway. Favorite NFL team? I already mentioned that. This is really, really good. And we'll see. No football, please. Not today. Fragrance only. Stopping by to say hi. Might be able to come back in a little bit. Okay. This is phenomenal here. I get coconut, lavender. It's kind of powdery. I'm picking up some iris. There's some jasmine. I want to say white jasmine. It's not super powdery though. This is pretty good. It's different. The way this one is blended and how it opens up. Totally different. When it comes to coconut, it's really, kind of picky for me. It has to blend with certain notes for me to really like coconut. And this one, I can say I enjoy this one with coconut. This is definitely something I could see myself wearing a lot during spring or summer evenings. I like this. It's kind of musky. But something else in there. Something else. I'm picking up something else that's kind of almost like exotic fruit. Even though there's no exotic fruit. It must be the way this coconut, lavender, and this pineapple are kind of blending together. This is interesting. And what is this guy saying? Slim, Kava. I have no idea what you're saying, sir. This one's pretty good so far. So let's check Clean Team Black. And this one is a little dark. I'm assuming this one's going to be a little darker. And I notice it's got some citrus here, and it's got something else. In case you're wondering, the notes are in front of me. How lovely. But, okay, I can really smell this one here. This one it gives me this nice barbershop feel here. That's what I'm getting here. It's kind of like it's got this really nice bitter mandarin orange, bergamot. It's got some cardamom and what is this, orange? The cardamom here is just perfect. But it's got that barbershop feel, almost like a fougere. Ah, man, no wonder why I really like this one. It's got this nice patchouli sandalwood. It's got some orchid. Not many people use orchid. That is phenomenal. Pink pepper here is nice. This is absolutely dynamite. I like those barbershop style fragrances. This one kind of makes me think of Dracar Noir with that, aftershave foamy feel. But this is like on a total different level. This is really, really good. This one feels like office friendly, maybe like a night out with your boys, bar hopping. That's the kind of vibe I'm getting here. Or you're out cruising on a motorcycle. This is good. I really like this one. So I think I'm going to end up liking all of these in this discovery kit, because last week I did berry oud. So, and I think I did cherry red. And I did their rose special. So there's only 6 in this discovery kit, and I paid 40 some bucks for it. And I gotta say, out of all of them, I really like all of these samples that I got my nose on. All of these are really good quality fragrances, and they're not super expensive either. Hey, what's up, bro? What's up, Kicks? Man, Clean Team Black. This is definitely worth getting your nose on. If you like that, like a woody amber fougere barbershop style fragrance. The ginger is nice. The patchouli and sandalwood here really stands out. This is smooth. It just transitions really, really nice. That is phenomenal. Really well done, well balanced and blended. I think some of their fragrances are going to end up in my collection soon. And I got to holler at the owner. I'm friends with the owner. I talk to him a lot. And I got to let him know some of these are going to be coming home with me. And if I was to say my number one favorite out of this discovery set, it would be Berry Oud. Berry Oud is straight fire. The purple label is phenomenal because something about that one really is different. It just changes and it's smooth at the same time. And that's what I like. I like the character. I like the intention with these fragrances, and they're phenomenal. Oh, come on, man. Suspiro Vibrato? That's a beautiful fragrance. Yeah, blind buying something like that could cause that reaction. Should always sample it. And I'm a fan of Vibrato. I love it. And I'm sorry that happened to you, sir. Hey, what's up, D? How's it going? Speaking of D, you got phenomenal creativity, and thanks for stopping in. I like Quantum. That fragrance, it hits different. The hemp really stands out to me. It kind of made me think of something like Mansera, Hindu Kush, but better. Because with Hindu Kush, some fragrances, it's not worth blind buying unless it's safe. And if you really enjoy blind buying, by all means, do what you got to do. But when it comes to, like, say, Suspiro, I would rather sample it. For example, Deep Ocean Amber by Suspiro. Hidden gem. It's a sleeper. A lot of people pass up on it, but the dry down is phenomenal. In the opening, it's got like Ambret, Elemi, totally different. It's definitely a deeper take on a oceanic kind of fragrance, and it's really kind of dark, but it's gas. It's a really good one. But I appreciate the free gifts you sent me with my full bottle purchase. I like Quantum. I like Insatiable and Mango Limeade. This is a really nice, interesting tropical fragrance. Beautiful, well done. I like this one a lot too. And best niche summer frag top 10. Ah, man, that's well, since we're on that subject, I would go with Get Right Fragrance, Clean Team, the purple label, Mansera Intense French Riviera, Holidays, Mansera, let's see here, Montal Tropical Woods. That's a sleeper. A lot of people don't always pick that one. And it's really good if you like passion fruit. And I ran out of bottle. There's so many. Creed, Virgin Island Water. There's a bunch. I can't really think off the top of my head, but I would definitely say probably a lot of Manceras that I go for summer. Oh, Zerjoff. I would say Herba Gold, Suspiro Herba Magica, Maraschino by Suspiro. That's if you like cherry. It's kind of powdery and tropical. Zerjoff Coral. It's another good one. A lot of people slept on that. Hey, does maceration actually improve a perfume scent and performance? If people like certain brands are just filling up a fragrance and shipping it, yeah, you can let it sit. Over time, when you let your fragrances sit for a while, they can mature and get a little stronger. And ones that kind of have like citrus notes in them, and you let them sit a while longer, over time, they could get sour, but it doesn't mean they go bad unless they were done wrong, or if you keep your fragrance in light or direct sunlight, that can change the life of the fragrance. But sometimes, let's say Lattafa used to let their bottles macerate, but nowadays they just fill the bottles and ship them out. And I think there's a couple other brands out there that will just fill their bottles and ship them out because they have a lot going on, and they may not have the time to just let them sit for, what, 2 months to macerate, maybe a month. I think it's like maybe 4 to 6 weeks. But if you let them sit a little while longer, and over time, they do mature and get better and get stronger. Yeah. I had Kajal. I think I had the first one, Kajal Island. I let that one sit for a little while, like a month more, and it got stronger. I don't have it anymore because I killed that bottle. I wore too much of it. And I just never bought another one. So, to you, sir, I would definitely if you got fragrances that you think they're not going to perform, just let them sit, let them mature a little while, and then test them and go from there. That's the best advice I can give you. And speaking of D Essential Harmony in here, she does perfuming, has her own brand. And one of the things I like, every purchase you make, it comes with a booklet and it breaks everything down, and it tells, within so much time, your fragrance will reach its full potential. So there's another good example. That's a good thing to know. She sends little booklets when you make a purchase. So I've had these samples from the first custom decant kit I got. It's been a couple of weeks, maybe going on 3 or 4. I notice a difference already, and they're performing pretty good. And I got to say, not many people, sell these kind of decants for samples, which is always a plus. So you really get to spend time with them when you get a custom discovery kit, and it's well worth it. And I'm just amazed at how many fragrances she has in her store. There's so many different unique DNAs. The names fit with their scent profiles. Absolutely amazing. All right. So, I'll tell you another one. Niche spring and summer I bought a sample of is the new one from Creed. I got Wild Vetiver. I spent 2 days with that one, and I have it in front of me. Creed Wild Vetiver. Eventually, this will be in my collection at some point. I find this one to be absolutely more wearable than the original Vetiver. And both women and men can enjoy this one. Yes, very, very pricey. But I look beyond the price point. I like the character and the attention it has. This is a very nice woody floral take on vetiver. It has a beautiful rose, geranium. The vetiver, it's kind of dry, almost grassy. It's a beautiful fragrance, and I'm happy I got this. And I didn't pay much for this decant. It's a 2 milliliter, and I'll get my time's worth out of this. And I really like it. I like it better than, this one. And I own the original vetiver. As you can see, it's starting to go down. Don't get me wrong, I still like this. Occasionally, I do wear it. But this, I find it easier to wear. It's more approachable. It's inviting. And if you like rose, geranium, you could probably definitely rock this, and you probably will enjoy it. And I will have a full review out on this sometime soon. I have so many things going on, and I have a lot of other content to put out this week. I do have another open tag video that will drop next week on Thursday. So if you're interested, be sure to watch, and I'll tell you it's top 10 green bottles for spring and summer. And if you don't own any green bottles, that's okay, but something that's kind of green, like a green element type fragrance, and it's an open tag, it'll be fun. So, not to get off topic, I thought I would throw that out there. So, this one's definitely worth checking out. The rose here, you definitely pick up the rose. I do. That's one of the things I did detect is I picked up rose. And when it comes to Creed, as a lot of them are more natural oils and they don't always last, this one here, the rose is noticeable. I want to say it's a Bulgarian rose or a damask rose, but the rose is kind of prominent to me. I do pick it up when I spray it in the opening, and once it transitions into the heart, I find it to be kind of detectable. It might be different for you on your skin. Everybody has different reactions, different takes, but for me, the rose is prominent, and I'm a sucker for rose. I really like rose fragrances, and thank you for the support and encouragement. Hey, you're welcome, D. All right, now that we got these out of the way, let's talk about some of these other samples, and I'll save the best for last. All right, the other day, I was looking up something, and it caught my eye, and I remember I did a video on this, I think last year, on new upcoming releases. And this is from Subversive Scents and a collaboration with the Rolling Stones, which happens to be one of my favorite all-time rock bands. So I picked out Painted Black and Urban Jungle. So I'm curious to see what these smell like. Nice. Vanilla. I need one for winter that doesn't smell like vanilla. Too crazy and or any alcoholic drinks. Well, I'm not too big on vanilla, and the only one I have that I don't know if he ships to the UK. Creed Absolute Adventure. There's a good one. I don't know. This might be too crazy, but it might be different. Gourmand Paradise by Sensual Obsessions. And it's a really beautiful dupe intake on Xerjoff Italica. And this is probably the only best vanilla fragrance I have in my collection. I'm not a big vanilla fan all that much. And the only one I could really think, far as vanilla goes, and it's, was a limited run, Zaharoff Eberry. It's not, oh, you want one that doesn't smell like vanilla. Oh, okay. And it isn't boozy. So something that isn't boozy and something that doesn't smell like vanilla. Are you looking for niche, designer, or a budget-friendly fragrance that performs? So what are you looking for, sir? Under $130, designer? For winter. I would go with, never mind that one. That's vanilla. I would go, definitely. There's a good one. There's a good one. Cool Water Elixir. I paid $70 some with this one. It's not boozy, no vanilla. It's definitely definitely does work for winter time. I've worn it in the winter. It's kind of dress up, office friendly, even though it's a blue fragrance. Cool Elixir. It's got a little bit of oud, nothing funky, a little bit of rose, and you still get that core DNA of Cool Water, but it's completely affordable, and it's pretty decent. You already have YSL EDP. I really don't see how those two are similar. Eros Energy kind of gives off Aventus vibes, and that's nowhere near YEDP. Or this one. But if you really want something designer-ish, but it also, you got to keep in mind, everybody's skin chemistry is different. So one person could be saying, oh, that one doesn't perform. Maybe it's because of his skin chemistry. You know, it's the way your body oils react to fragrance. You know, some person might get, 6, 7 hours with another fragrance or the same fragrance, and you might be getting 6 hours. So you can't always take everybody's review by a grain of salt, you know? That's the least I see, you know? Some people don't get a lot of wear out of this one. Aqua NZL Blue, kind of like Dylan Blue and Blue Day Chanel in the same vein. And this one really performs on skin, super cheap. Even though discontinued, you can still find it out there. And it's something different about it. Reminds me of Blue Day Chanel. Reminds me of a Dylan Blue, but a little different. A little bit of smoke in the base. Nothing something I would consider smoky, but it has decent performance and it's super affordable, not crazy expensive. And I tend to wear this all year round. And I've had it for a little while and it's starting to go down, and I'll probably have a backup. But it's definitely worth checking out. And since you don't like booziness or vanilla fragrance, but if you want something blue year round and the winter, I would definitely check this out and give it a try. It's worth checking out. Or Valentino, Born in Roma, Coral Fantasy, EDT. Some people say it's weak. I'm lucky I get 7 hours, and that's because of my skin chemistry. Coral Fantasy, yeah. Think of like baked apple pie with some spices and tobacco in the dry down. It's a phenomenal fragrance. It's a good one, and it's got decent performance. I own that one, and for an EDT, I was actually shocked that one actually performs pretty well. You know, so, and another one I got in, some people don't like it, is this one, Machino Toy Boy 2. Kind of smoky. It's got coffee, a little bit of incense in here, Gaiac wood, totally different. They definitely upgraded the Toy Boy, the original. This is so much better. And this is perfect for the winter time. I did a short on it not too long ago. I'll eventually have a full review on it. I like this one. This is up my alley, and I like smoky fragrances. Now, I'm not saying this is like smoky, like a niche fragrance from, like, let's say Xerjoff or something from Zaharoff, but this is pretty good. It's definitely different. And I like certain things from YSL. I like the private line more than the main subline. And YSL White Iced Cologne, I got my nose on that. It's nice for the spring and summer, but I'm not in the rush to grab that. YSL myself, I didn't like it, but the new one was better. Which one did you smell? YSL myself and Lab Salou. I like the ones I really like by YSL is Tuxedo, and the ones from their private line. I think they do better creations compared to their mainstream line. But, you know, that's just me. I'm not crazy for the Y line or the myself. I just don't care for it. It's not my scent profile. And I'm trying to think of the one my buddy, not so famous YouTuber, talked about. Is I think it's called YSL Rue 24, maybe. Expensive. I think it's up there. And that is something I want. I'm attracted to their private line. And some of them get up to like, I think 600 some dollars, but you know, not everybody's going to pay that kind of money on smelly water. I get it, but I will. And eventually that's going to end up in my collection. And I got my nose on it at Dillard's, and that I definitely want. Expensive as heck. And I think the most expensive fragrance I did buy was Louis Vuitton Ombre Nomad. I almost paid $500 for it. I would definitely go with Coral Fantasy. If you're a fan of apple, like the apple on my skin, it's kind of smoked and it's crisp and it has a nice tobacco. And, you know, Valentino's not bad. The Born in Roma line is pretty good. But, you know, the new one, Purple Melancholia, I didn't like it. I didn't like it on paper. I didn't like it on skin. Now, this is just my opinion. I don't find it special. It's not for me. And I'm not going to buy that one. I found it to be trashy. Didn't like it. And I hope I don't offend anybody's feelings, but I think they did a terrible job with that release. When I smelled it on skin, I picked up coconut, but it just didn't smell like a photorealistic coconut. And the cardamom or whatever and the iris or whatever, I didn't like it. I just did not like it. And when I got home, I had to wash it off. I could not get into that fragrance. I just don't like it. Yes, that one is good. Green Extravaganza is good. Sorry. Purple Melancholia is horrible for me. I hate it. I just don't like it. I don't find it special, unique. Unfortunately, I don't know. It's the way it came off my skin. It's just not for me. I know people like it, and I'm happy they like it. I just can't get into that one. My favorite fragrance that comes to a coconut is Zaharoff Seraphim Blue. And that's my second favorite blue fragrance. The coconut in that one, it just can't be topped. Sadly, not many people like that one because to some, it don't last. Me, I get 8 hours on skin. And just to show you what I'm talking about, this is usually one of my go-tos for the summer, Seraphim Blue. And the coconut here is done right. And that just shows you how much I tend to wear this. And it has enough warmth in the base and it cuts through the cold and in the wintertime for me. It's another one I could wear year in the winter and summer and spring. And this has such a beautiful coconut in it. And it's my favorite. And the other one I think I just got my nose on today, the purple label. by Get Right Clean Team. Has a beautiful coconut in it. In fact, it's got, yeah, coconut. It's a creamy coconut, but with all these other notes going on, it kind of it's toned down where it's not super sweet either. So that's another good one. So let's get right back into it. We got the Rolling Stones Urban Jungle, and this is Submersive Scents. And I'm really curious to see what this one is about. Now, this is what their full bottles look like. So I'm guessing there's going to be some citrus. And I'm just curious to see what I get. So let's do it up here. A couple sprays. These atomizers are kind of crappy on these. Ooh, that is good. And I was right. A lot of citrus here. And man, do you really get this nice cannabis note. Man, is this good. Wow. This is like a citrus bomb with cannabis. This is pretty good. Oh man, this is really good. You really get that hemp here. This is phenomenal. I'm so happy I bought these samples. That is definitely worth full bottle worthy for me. This is something I could get down with. This is like spring and summer in a bottle, spring and summer nights. This is phenomenal here. I'm picking up like maybe grapefruits, a sharp bergamot, maybe a petitgrain. Yeah, this is good. And you definitely get hemp. That's really, really good. That's what I'm picking up. And I'm also getting this like worn leather smell. This is really good. This is what I like. This is creativity here. This is unique. And it doesn't smell like anything else out there. I like this. This is eventually going to be in my collection. I really, really like this. And in a way, it's kind of loud as well, but not crazy loud. Yeah, that's good. I'm happy I got these. This is phenomenal here. Well, at least I'll be having some new fragrances to get soon. So let's see what Paint in Black has to offer. So I'm guessing this is going to be dark, mature, kind of smoky, according to this song, which happens to be my favorite Rolling Stones song. Ooh. Okay, that is totally different. That is very dark, mature. It's got like a charred smokiness to it, kind of ashy. But I like this. Man, do I like this. What else am I picking up here? Immediately, I'm getting peppercorn, like a black musk, sandalwood. I'm getting some oud. This is really nice. It's got this like burning oud that's been charred and it's very smoky. This I can get into. Kind of makes me think of the oud in Ombre Nomad. It's got the distinct smokiness. You know, I'm curious. I'm actually curious here what I'm smelling. It really kind of makes me think of the oud in Ombre Nomad. I gotta see if I'm right. Man, that's weird. This is good. And if you people like Ombre Nomad, you definitely would like this by Submersive Scents. Painted black. This is good. That's up my alley. Kind of does make me think of Louis Vuitton Ombre Nomad. That's wild. And that's crazy how some fragrances out there can give you that similar vibe. But this is good. This would definitely be like a special occasion kind of fragrance. What is the most attractive fragrance? Blue Day Chanel Parfum. That is most attractive. For a rose fragrance, floral, Zaharoff Black Rose How Fetty. Let's see here. Mancera and French Riviera. I'm not a huge fan of YEDP, to be honest. I'm not a huge fan of the Y line entirely. It's just not my go-to. But I would take Dior Sauvage Eau de Parfum over YEDP any day. That's just my personal opinion. I'm just not too crazy for the Y line. The only ones I like is YO Fresh and Y Iced Cologne. Other than that, I'm just... But if you like YEDP, it's a nice date night scent. It's okay. But if that's something you want, go for it. Do what you want to do, what you desire in your heart. Yeah, a lot of YSL, YEDP questions tonight. I guess it happens. It must be a YSL Y day. I'm just, it's crazy. I'm just not a huge fan of the Y line. Hey, what's up, Grimlock? I'm good. Thanks for asking. Wow, you just woke up? Late night? Rough night last night? Whew, man. Since you're here, Grimlock, have you ever got your nose on some of these Rolling Stone collaboration fragrances? This one I'm liking right here. Paint in Black. Very dark and smoky. It's phenomenal. Man, is that a good one. It's like burnt charred oud with some peppercorn and musk. This is good. And last but not least, let's get right to it. We got Mancera. It's another edition. My brother has this one. This is Jardin exclusive. I got my nose on it. Immediately I was hooked and I went and bought a bottle. So I figure I might as well crack this sucker open, which makes it my 24th Mancera bottle in my collection. And it's something, I really like this one. It's another summer fragrance. Oh, okay, I gotcha. Double? That'll do it. Yeah, we're gonna see. I just love how Manceras hook it up. Especially if you throw out the bottle. They always come in these nice, cool bags. And that comes in handy. Okay, here we got Jardin Exclusive. Let's get a couple of sprays, see what we're working with. Gotta love these pressurized atomizers. Fruity. It's like got a candy accord. Powdery, not too powdery. Kind of slight powdery. This is good. I'm happy I bought this. And this is gonna go on skin. Couple of sprays. I believe there's coconut here. But in the opening, I get like a fruit basket of fruits. And it's like candied fruits, kind of caramelized in a way, but sweet. This is good. Really, really good. Man, I'm happy I pulled the trigger on this. And I got a sweet deal on a full bottle. I paid roughly $70 for this. And that's a steal when it comes to Mancera, especially on their website nowadays with their new fragrances. Intense French Rivieras like $235 plus tax. Screw that. But a couple of discounters have it for less. So that's going to be one of my new pickups in a couple of days. Intense French Riviera. And that one you could wear year-round, and I find it more interesting than the original. And I'm also going to pick up probably Polo 67 Extreme. And I like Ralph Lauren fragrances for sure. So those, and there's a few others I'll be pulling the trigger on. But this is good, very lemony. It's got like some beautiful lemon. Slight powdery, beautiful florals. This is literally summer in a bottle. This one really gives me that summer vibe, out having fun, day off, waxing up your car or your motorcycle, going on a cruise. You got somewhere to go. And you don't feel like we're doing nothing but kicking back, relax, like Netflix chill kind of vibes. That's what I get here, but outdoors. This is very outdoorsy, leisure, summer evenings. It's kind of playful. I like this. This is definitely good. So I'm happy I bought this one. So I'm going to have to probably reorganize my collection here. But this is good. I'm happy I bought this. Oh, man, is that a good one. So with that being said, another fragrance that I really enjoy as well, and I bought it not too long ago, that came with my free gifts, is if you like plum, Essential Harmony Plum Noir. It's such a beautiful take. Very good, very juicy, kind of dark, and it has some decent performance. And I can't wait to get my full review out on this. And it's one of my favorite plum fragrances. And, you know, think of Lattafa Teriyaki Intense with that beautiful boozy plum, but with better performance, with no amber or none of that. This is plum done right. Such a beautiful fragrance. Straight fire. Juicy, ripened black plum. kind of leathery. This is totally up my alley. And that just went up my nose. Oh man. Don't ever spray in front of your nose. It's a bad reaction. Whew. I actually taste it in my mouth. Man. I'm telling you, Essential Harmony. If you like plum, get a sample and check this bad boy out. This is really good. Such a beautiful fragrance. And I like these pressurized atomizers. They spray out a nice amount of juice. This is pretty good. I actually get lucky. One of my other cousins on my dad's side, he's always sending me stuff, and I tell him not to, but he does. It's his way of supporting my channel, but I appreciate the offer. So the ones I'm really gonna pull the trigger on is Mancera Intense French Riviera. And I'm looking to get a couple more from Essential Harmony. I'm a big fan of her work. I really like what she brings to the fragrance community. I think a lot of people are missing out. She does amazing work. She has every scent profile DNA you could think off the top of your head. And the best part is, she's not super expensive either. I think what, with tax, $52? And I could tell you, for example, Mango Limeade by Essential Harmony, Tropical Getaway, Juicy Mango Red Raspberry, a little bit of tonka bean musk, and some citrus. This is like a different take on a mango and lime. It just hits different, and it's very smooth as well. It transitions nicely from the top to the mid to the heart. And this is definitely worth checking out. And I think there's pineapple in this one, if I'm not mistaken. And I'm definitely going to get a full bottle of this one too. And she does amazing work. And she's based out here in the USA. And she's basically my neighbor. She's up in Pennsylvania. I would definitely check out, get yourself a custom decant discovery kit. It comes with usually 5, maybe 6, depends. And you could see all the notes. All the notes are listed, the names. You could just type up, mango, aquatic, fresh, leather, whatever you like, and so many pop up. And I've had these samples for a little while. I still have the original 5ml decant of Plum Noir, and it's finally reaching its full potential. I get close to maybe 9-10 hours on skin, and I really like the quality. I consider her quality, niche level. That's just my opinion. But, a lot of people on Instagram definitely rave about her stuff. It's worth checking out. I'm not telling you, hey, go buy this, but if you want some new houses to check out, Essential Harmony is worth checking out. She spells it with the number 3 as an E, East Central Harmony. She's definitely worth checking out. There's no doubt about that. Get yourself a couple samples. Arctic Storm is probably by far one of my favorite, fresh aquatic fragrances. I would take over some of these designer fragrances. They definitely shock me. Her stuff is good. So, with that being said, definitely worth checking out. What is that? Urage Supreme Collector? I wouldn't know. I have no idea. I don't even know what you're talking about there. No idea about that one. Unless Grimlock knows what you're talking about. I don't. I have no idea. Jardin exclusive. Man, is this beautiful. And it's not that powdery on my skin either. That's what I like about this one. It's not super powdery. Ooh, man, is that good. Oh, okay. Offnon Supremacy Collector Edition. That one isn't too expensive. If I'm not mistaken, you could sometimes find it on Amazon or just Google it. Sometimes you could find it in the high 40s, low 50s, usually around there, depending what website you go to. I could have bought it, but I just never decided to get it. So it's more of a twist, inspired twist off Absolute Aventus. I figure it was more of a twist off Absolute Aventus. My favorite for a dupe, even though I will be getting the real Creed Aventus sometime. What's my favorite dupe fragrance? As of right now, in 2026, ever since I got it, and it was on sale at Fragflex, is this guy right here. Spectrum Chill by Al Ahmed Al-Maghribi. Now, this is an inspired twist. I would say 60-70% Pacific Chill with a tropical twist. This is my favorite, absolute favorite that I got in 2026. I like Absolute Aventus. That's my favorite version out of all the flankers. It's my absolute favorite one. Aventus Cologne, I do like too. It's kind of woodsy. It's got Styrax in it, which I'm a fan of. And the other Aventus, the black clear bottle, I didn't care for that one. But Absolute Aventus is my go-to. And Aventus Cologne, the gray bottle one with the gray label, I actually do like that. It's pretty good. It fits my scent profile. But one, far as, let's say, the one I really like the most is the black bottle, Absolute Aventus. When it comes to Amouage, I like the originals. And I'm not crazy for all dupes or, clones that much. I'll be honest, I gave a lot of my dupes and clones away because they just sit there. And since I own the originals, there's no point of me really keeping them when they're just sitting there. I ended up giving most to my brother, some to my dad and mom. And the only ones I kept are the ones I actually wear. But, you know, I don't chase every dupe, every clone out there. I just don't. I don't chase hype. If I see something that is interesting when it comes to, like, let's say Pacific Chill DNA or something from Xerjoff, Initio, or Parfums de Marly, yeah, I'm probably going to buy that so I can check it out, do an honest comparison, and I might wear that. I like the inspired twists that are a twist off the originals. Sadly, I just don't really want to buy dupes anymore that are outright cloning these fragrances that I like. What's my best designer fragrance? Well, that's up there. I own 7 from Louis Vuitton. A lot of people hate them. A lot of people love them. I love Louis Vuitton. And it's not because of the tattoo on my neck either. I like their fragrance. And another one I like is Martin Margiela, Versace. I like this one here, Chanel Allure Home Sports Super Allegra edition. It wears light, but it definitely performs for me on skin. Oh, I had Pacific Chill. Sadly, I sold it, unfortunately, but I remember what it smells like, and I still have my sample when I bought it. So eventually, I will get around to getting some other Louis Vuitton fragrances, but right now, I am focusing on other ones I got samples on and I've been spending time with. And I'll tell you another one I do like by Louis Vuitton, Ombre Levant. The opening, you definitely get that fecal barnyard scent, but after a few minutes, it settles down and out comes this like orangey creamsicle amber kind of scent. It's beautiful. That one I wouldn't mind getting. I want On the Beach, Meteor, L'Immensité. There's a bunch from Louis Vuitton, but right now I'm not really focusing on them. I'm really in the Xerjoff, Suspiro, and I'm really into Essential Harmony. It's a new fragrance house I got into. I'm going to get a full bottle of one of these fragrances of Get Right Fragrance. I really like their work. And yeah, there's a lot of other new fragrance houses I'm going to be exploring this year. And not just your common brands that everybody knows about. And a lot of people have been giving me other recommendations to check out. And so it's going to be a fun year. Now, the only new designers I really will pull the trigger on this year, I want Polo 67 Extreme, but my cousin, he's sending me a full bottle. No. I'm a fan of JPG. I think their fragrances are not overrated. I think some deserve a little more love and appreciation. What matters is what you like, what you're drawn to, you know? Regardless if somebody, says, oh, JPG, leave it in 2025. I still wear some. And I'm definitely going to pull the trigger on Les Beaux Narcisse. I like the scent profile. And I have Paradise Garden. I own it, which is, I think, right here. It's starting to go down. It's about 2.5 ounce bottle. Maybe what? No, I think it's 2.5 ounce. Or, yeah, pretty good. It's starting to go down. It's got a beautiful, like, green ginger, mandarin, coconut. Great for the summertime. It's the only time I wear this one is in the summer. Paradise Garden's good. My favorite is the Les Beaux Parfum. It's my favorite one. And I wear this when it's extremely hot out. And some of their other ones are underrated because I think a lot of them get slept on. And a lot of people didn't give them a chance. And that can happen. And I still like the original Les Beaux. It's nice, easier to wear. Les Beaux Parfum is a little stronger, better performance. And Les Beaux Paradise Garden, that one is like a tropical fragrance in a bottle with a nice kind of like kick of ginger, green mandarin, coconut, kind of watery. It's got a little bit of green element to it. And I think a lot of people kind of slept on that one. Should you buy Stronger With You intensely for winter? That one I never got my nose on. And I just, I heard so many people talk about it. It's overly sweet. And I'm not too crazy for overly sweet fragrances. I would sample that before buying a fragrance. And the only, so far, the Stronger With You I like the most is somewhere around here, I think in the back. What is it? This is my favorite one. Stronger With You Parfum. The sweetness is toned down, kind of a little slightly mature, but it's pretty decent. This is my kind of vibe here. A lot of people like Stronger With You intensely, but it's not for me. That's decent. Azzaro The Most Wanted, the original. My favorite is Wanted by Night. It's my favorite one still. I smelled the new Forever Wanted Absolute. I didn't like it. I thought I would like it, but I didn't. It's not really smoky. I didn't care for it. And I didn't care for Forever Wanted Absolute, the other version with the raspberry in it, or leather. I didn't care for that one either. And the Most Wanted Parfum, it's not bad. It's okay. But that's for winter. And right now, by me, it's getting into spring. And I'm going to be focusing more on spring fragrances. But this year, during fall and winter, yeah, I'll be checking out some fall and winter fragrance. Leather fragrances, Oh, absolutely I do. Um, One of my favorite, where is it? I think it's right here. Might be a little too masculine, a little on the mature side, but this has a really nice, beautiful leather in it. Atomizer's kind of crappy, but man, is this one. This is Juicy Culture, Dirty English for Men. Kind of old school. It's got old school vibe. This is really, really good when it comes to a fragrance for a leather. Another favorite fragrance I like with tobacco is Zaharoff Leather Tobacco. And I haven't came across any fragrance yet that tops that one. Eventually, I will get some Tom Fords. I did smell a couple that appealed to me. Ombre Leather Parfum is my favorite version. I will eventually get that. But right now, my favorite is Zaharoff Leather Tobacco. Smoky, kind of sweet with honey, plum, tobacco, and it has birch tar in it. I have the original batch because birch tar can no longer be in fragrance. It got banned, unfortunately, but leather and tobacco. That is my all-time go-to, and I actually wear that in the summertime. And it doesn't really get cloying for me either. And that one performs. And I was impressed. I get like 12 hours on skin with that one. And that's like my all-time favorite leather type of fragrance. I mean, nothing out there can really top this. And I've had this for quite some time now. And it's actually starting to get a little darker. And this one is such a beautiful leather tobacco fragrance. Very smoky. And this is my go-to. I love this. It's the original batch. The original one, I think, got discontinued, but the second batch I hear is pretty good. And I'm going to buy a sample of it. But that's another niche fragrance house that I like. Small indie niche house. Zaharoff. Blue Day Chanel EDP. I like Blue Day Chanel Parfum. That's my favorite version. EDP is not bad. That's my brother's favorite. I had the EDT. I had the EDP at one time. And when the Parfum came around, that is my go-to. Ah, there you go. So you like blue fragrances. I like, what's the other one? YSLY Parfum. I think it came out last year. I like that one. The original YSLY Parfum was phenomenal, but it didn't last. And I think YSLY Intense was the other one I can only tolerate. Intense is pretty good. So I might get a full bottle of that. I'm definitely going to eventually get YSLY Iced Cologne to check out. I got my nose on it at Dillard's, and I liked it. I really liked the intense minty opening. So that one I will get in my full personal collection sometime this year. But April, couple of days, I will be getting a couple things. And I still have some other free giveaways I won off Instagram a week ago, and I have some new stuff coming my way to check out. So I'm definitely going to add a couple more fragrances to my collection soon. Oh, man. The one thing I will be doing is I got to put together my new display case. And eventually I'm going to rearrange everything back there. So that's what I'm going to be doing after my live stream, is putting my display case together, setting things up and all that fun stuff. Middle Eastern fragrance. I did my review not too long ago on Versace Eros Najim. It's by far one of my favorite Eros flanker with a Middle Eastern twist. You still get that like Eros DNA, little bit of Eros flame, and you get this nice Middle Eastern twist from it. That's my favorite one. Middle Eastern fragrance. One of my favorite Middle Eastern niche houses is Amouage, and I own a couple of them. Luckily for me, I didn't pay crazy money for the ones I own. I think I only paid $100 some for them, and bought them off a couple people that I know in the fragrance community. So normally, I'm in a few Facebook groups on Facebook, and when it comes to niche, or even on this app called Rescented, you can find some good deals on niche quality fragrance that is below retail. But the Spirit of Dubai is a nice Middle Eastern house I like. Amouage is just my all-time favorite Middle Eastern house. Middle Eastern fragrance that I enjoy the most is sitting up there, Amouage Reflection. My second favorite is Meander by Amouage. It's another good one. If you like hiking or a mountainous landscape kind of element, Meander by Amouage, highly underrated. It's a hidden gem, phenomenal. If you like carrot seed and frankincense and Divana, such a unique, complex fragrance, and that one performs so well on skin, right around 10 hours for me. Such a good one. But I think I'm gonna shut it down. I realize it's 8 o'clock and I'm starving. It's cutting into dinner time. So I appreciate everybody who tuned in. Thank you for coming to my live stream. Before you go, I will be live next week, and I will have a special guest on my channel, and it's going to be fun because I created a new fragrance series where people get to battle me in a fragrance battle. My top pick against their top pick. Be sure to tap in 6:30, April 5th on Sunday. It's going to be a fun event to watch. And here's the best part. Whoever wins gets to pick a specific scent profile for the loser to do, or a funny, comical fragrance short. So it's going to be fun. And I got some people interested. Until next time, God bless, stay safe, and remember, smell your best.